Hey guys, so I know I've talked about this a couple different times now that I wanted to do a quick look with my, where'd I put it? Brand new Urban Decay Nocturnal Shadow Box palette. I have used this palette religiously and I'm finally going to go ahead and go into it and do a really great look with these colors. So, you know, if you're curious to see a fun look, please keep watching. I obviously have the rest of my face done, minus eyes and minus lips. So I'll do that with you. Of course, Alice will be joining us in the background. She's going to be chewing on her shank. She has a nyla bone that she will unceremoniously chomp on throughout this whole video. So, you know, why not? The colors that we're going to go into on today's look would be ABC Gum, which is this color right here. This is going to be my base color. I'm going to put that all over my lid and to start the look out. And then I'm going to go right into Lounge, which is this pretty one here. I apologize for my nails. They're a mess. But Lounge, if I can move it around a little bit, excuse me, it is a coppery green brown color, and it is my favorite color in this palette, hands down. And then I'm also going to be going in, perhaps, I have to decide, if I do highlight anything, we'll be going into Baby, which is this pretty one right here. I also like to do my brows with this color. I might do that depending on how long this video goes. I'm trying to go for shorter videos for everyone because I know I go on and on and on. But this tends to be a really great color to fill in my brows with, so they still look pretty natural without having to use a brow brush and brow gel and all that stuff that I just don't do that. I also have a great lipstick color that I'm going to try out, lip gloss, excuse me, and I'm going to be using my mascaras that I sell, and well, they're mine, but Younique, and just a couple other things real quick to finish out this look of eyes and lippies. So without further ado, let me get my life together. The first thing I want to talk to you guys about, I know it's like my makeup, it's like my bag of tricks. This needs a good deep cleaning. This brush set was, I think, like $12 or $15 on Amazon. They're synthetic. So anyways, as I was saying, ADD moment. One huge point I want to make with this is that this Urban Decay eyeshadow palette has a ton of fallout. So I purposely brought with me my beauty blender in case I have any fallout. I can dab that away, hopefully. I'm going to kind of lean forward to do my makeup while I'm here so that we don't have a ton of fallout. So what I usually like to do is my concealer after my eyeshadow for that reason. Because some brands do definitely have a fallout. I am going to be using the mirror that comes with this, which is super cool. I love palettes that come with eyeshadow, of course, duh, with mirrors, keyword mirrors. This also comes with a brush. It's a double-sided brush here. You can see I attempted to use it and promptly got viciously angry because it's just not working for me. So again, I'm going to be using this brush for most of this look. This is just your average angled eyeshadow brush that it needs a wash. We're washing these as soon as I'm done here. I went to wash these and I'm like, let me just hurry up and do this video. So that's the plan. So I'm dipping into ABC Gum. Again, that's this first color here. And I'm going to put that all over my lid. It's a little bit darker than the rest of my skin, but that's okay. So, I mean, if you really wanted to, you don't have to put this all over the lid. You could use it as a crease or transition color. It's not going to make a big difference for me, though, as you'll see with the other colors. But you can definitely tell a difference here. So it definitely doesn't have to be an all over color. It can just be a crease color, especially if you are super pale skin, or I would say maybe even with a darker complexion, this color might pop up a little bit more for you. So I don't know in this light if you can see the fallout as I brush this on, but there definitely is some. And it's funny because I always try and do my makeup with you guys and I'm wearing a dark color shirt or something so that it just shows up everywhere. So again, this is not going to be perfect because it's just the all over color. I could definitely, obviously everyone is geared to putting a crease color in. You don't need that. You can see I just had this on, so the other day, so I had to wait. Anyways, how people in a pinch clean off their eyeshadow brushes. Oh my god. So anyways, you could do a crease color if you so chose. I don't think it's necessary with this next color. Like I said, these pigments are bar none some of the best. And I actually believe that they're a little bit better than the Naked palettes that I have of theirs. And that's saying a lot because they have very good pigment as well. So I'm just barely going into the Lounge color. Again, that's this color right here. And I'm going to go ahead and gently start that in the outer corner. And I'm going to go ahead and move that up into the crease area. Kind of drawing that in, gently brushing that inward. And up to really blend that out. So it's kind of like an overdrawn V, if you will. And again, I just did a little bit of swiping here. And this pigment is beyond amazing. That is absolutely gorgeous. And again, you can see now why I said you don't need, if you don't want, you don't need a crease color. Mainly because of this, it's a dual pigment. So I'm going to lean in here again. And gently draw and kind of color in the lid, the lower lid, and into the crease, and upward to blend. I just stabbed the colors. That's what happens when you're half blind, you can't see what you're doing. So there you have it. Honestly, you could finish here. You wouldn't even have to add anything else if you didn't want to. But because I want to make sure everything is blended nicely, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I get all of that color off onto my hand here. Just because I'm going to go into, excuse me, I apologize. I'm going to go into Baby, just so that I can kind of blend all of this together and kind of highlight the inner corners here. As you can see. So again, you really don't need, it's even a little too much, look at that. If you're used to having to do, oh, I have to do the crease color, and I have to do this, and I have to do that, because I have to blend, you don't need that for these. So I used 3 different colors for this eyeshadow look, which I am finished with. Eyeshadow wise, I used, again, one more time with vigor. I went all in with ABC Gum. I went in the crease and outer corner with Lounge, and I went on the inner corner and the inner part of my eye and blended out with Baby. Those 3 colors will give you this look here. I like to draw out a little bit, as you can tell here and here, because I feel like it shapes my eyes better. That's all, you know, your choice, however you like to do that. So let's see, what else should we do? Alice, what else should we do? Like I said, I do my brows. I use this flat angled brush here, and I do my brows unceremoniously. Again, please don't cringe. I just swipe in delete. Delete is this brown color here. I just swipe in there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a straight line here so that it blends out, because if I just went like this, that would be a bad, that would be bad. So you can see how I just kind of swiped there, but then I'm going to go ahead and blend that in so it looks more like an eyebrow. See? Voila. I have an eyebrow now, everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and do that again on this side. Just draw it and blend it in. Oh, Alice, do you like that chair? I got my eyebrows waxed a couple weeks ago, and I'm still trying to figure out how to live my life. So, you know, I have the creakiest leather couch. Oh my goodness. No. So there is that. That is the eyeshadow and brow combo. So real quick, this happens to be a super fat eye marker by NYX. And I'm just going to pray to the gods of makeup that I can put this eyeliner on without making it look horrible. I am not going in for a wing because I'm still practicing, and this timer that now says 12 minutes will say about 49. So I'm just gonna go ahead and gently draw a little bit of liner here. Alice, quit licking your paws. You're making a lot of noise. Oh, that made my eyeball water. We didn't pray hard enough, everyone. That's okay. Alice! Does anyone else, when they're filming, have an animal that makes all kinds of noise, or is it just mine? And it's not like I can sit there and, well, I could edit that sound out, but Alice, good Lord in heaven. That's good. We're not gonna, I spent a minute on that. Like I said, if I try to do a wing liner, we'd be here for 8 days. What I'm gonna feature real quick, I sell Younique products. If you're curious, comment, I can tell you all about it. But I'm going to use the Younique 3D Fiber Lash Mascara. It's it is 2 containers. One is the mascara gel, the other is the fibers. Here is the mascara gel. Looks like your regular plain run-of-the-mill mascara. And your fibers are on another little stick here. And I'm just going to put those on real quick. And attempt to do this holding this mirror. God help me. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that on. It goes on just like regular mascara. Quick and easy. And what I love about this is I don't do falsies, yet this gives me the length and volume of a good false lash really quickly. The more gel you put on, obviously, the more volume you will get. Okay. And you can see how I'm doing this because it does dry quickly. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Awesome. So I've got my mascara on. And finally, I'm going to be trying out this Younique Lucrative Lip Gloss that I just bought for myself. I haven't worn it yet, but I think it's going to look freaking amazing with this look. So let's go ahead and put that right on right now. Cute little doe foot flat here. And we'll just put that on. It is a super pretty cover color. So, and it smells kind of like chocolate. So, ladies and germs, there you have it, easy peasy. Again, I was in my Urban Decay Shadow Box palette. And a second time with vigor, I used ABC Gum for my base. I used Lounge for my crease and outer corner. I used Baby for my inner corner and to blend in. I used the Super Fat Eye Marker by NYX. I was going to use my NYX Milk Stick, but decided against it. I used Younique's Moodstruck 3D Fiber Lashes Blammo. And I used my Younique Lucrative Lip Gloss in Livid. So, if you want to know some prices, I can list them below. Let me know what you think of this look. Let me know if you like Younique. Let me know if you like Urban Decay. Yeah. So I guess that's about it. I'm a little rusty on tutorials, so I'm going to leave this here. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I am so glad to be back. I have missed you guys. I've missed doing all this. So anyways, have a really wonderful night. I'm going to go wash my hand off from all the eyeshadow that I just put on there. I look like a glowing goddess. I am a glowing goddess. So while I go and do that, you all have a really great night. And thanks for watching. And I'll see you on the next one. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks again, everyone. Night.